With more Balatro, today's run is going to be the white stake base difficulty run of the abandoned deck. Start the run with no face cards in your deck. So let's dive in here. So if we consider our deck, right, we have 12 fewer cards to draw from, which means things like pairs are going to be easier to get our hands on. Pairs and three of a kinds, full houses, four of a kind even should be possible. Straights are going to be harder to come by, at least any straights that involve an ace. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, something like that would be valuable. But the price to pay for all of that utility is that individual cards are going to have less chip value. So we're going to have an easier time making hands, but those hands will have less base chip value to start with. So getting some chip value is going to be important for this run, along with the usual mult and multiplicative mult. We'll have to see what the game gives us to determine our strategy, but I think keeping in mind that pairs and three of a kind of full house are going to be easier is probably a good idea. Taking a look at our start here, we can get a foil tag on our first free joker. That could be pretty strong for us, actually. The big blind has a free uncommon joker, and the goad here, all spade cards are debuffed. Okay. So a free joker with foil on it is pretty solid. If it's a good joker, foil works really well for what we're going to be doing here. I generally don't like skipping blinds early, but this one might be worth it. And I think it is. Let's play the big blind and earn some money and see what we can do. All right, so we have a pair, two pair here. We need to get to 450. The nines are decent, fives less so. So this is like add 30. So this will be around 50 times 2. So it'll give us 100. Not really good enough. We'd be better off going after a full house, right? I'd like to keep the ace because it's 11 chips. But I think early on here, we'll get rid of these 3s and the 6 and see if we can pull a 5 or a 9 for a full house. Okay. We pulled an 8. We already threw away 1 6. Let's throw away these cards and again try and get a full house going here. It's not working out very well so far. All right, there's the 9 I needed. That's a much better starting hand here. We're out of discards, but we have a decent amount of points. There we go, 300. All right, so now we just have to, let's see, what can we do here? We've thrown away a 6 and a 2. We've drawn a lot of cards. An ace should come up. So I think we high card here. So we'll play the high card. We'll burn a hand to get rid of all of this and hope we pull an ace. With the 4s, we should be able to finish out. There we go. There's the other full house I needed. Pila, you don't know how to play poker. Okay, we can talk about that a little bit. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Good to see you as always. Okay, so here's my free card. Oh, this is actually fantastic. So as an early game card, this is really good. We can earn some money for discarding 8s. Rank changes every round, that's fine. But the main thing I wanted is the foil, and it's free, so we'll take this for sure. So in poker, you want to make a hand, right? And the value of your hand is compared to the value of somebody else's hand. So when you're playing standard poker, you bet that your hand is better than the other person's hand, and whoever wins all the chips in the pot. Hands are ranked, so a pair beats a high card. So if my hand is crappy, and for some reason I've played it instead of folding, which means bowing out of that particular round and refusing to bet any more money, giving up whatever money I've already bet, cutting my losses essentially is what folding is. If I play a high card hand and you have a pair, then you win, right? But if you play a pair and I have 2 pair, then I win. So from top to bottom here is how these hands are ranked in standard poker, which is reflected in the game by how much they're worth in terms of their starting chips and their multiplier. That's about all I can say on that for now. So we have $9 to work with. Seed money is very strong. I would like to get it, but I can't afford it. Wheel of Fortune, not worth the gamble right now. Buffoon Pack and Arcana Pack are both strong. I think it's worth getting myself another Joker here for $4. The alternative is to save this money. But I'm going into the boss blind next round, so this is going to disappear and be replaced. I could get another Joker here, which could be good. We're going to get 50 chips on every hand from the foil card. But having another Joker would help. This is probably enough to beat the boss. And there is some value in saving up my money to earn interest. So I don't think we need this. It could be good, but I don't think we need it. And it's a gamble, so I think we'll just go beat the boss here. All right, so spade cards are debuffed. All right, what do we have on hand here? We've got a pair of aces. We kind of want a full house if possible. Let's see. We want something more than just a pair or two pair. Even two pair isn't that great. The multiplier is only 2. Now, the base value of two pair, add 50 chips, so 70 times 2, 140. Yeah, it's just not good enough. So I have a pair of 5s and a pair of aces. Let me see if I can get another one of those. Throwing away 9, 8, 6, and 2. 10, 8, 7, and 5. 9, 6. Oh, I shouldn't. I think I screwed up throwing away that 5. All right, there's our full house. So even though 2 of the cards aren't scored, the additional 2 multiplier here is very strong with the foil. Let's play this. This might be a fire hand. Not quite. We have another full house here to win. There we go. Okay. So this is another investment in the future, but probably I wait at least one round to buy it. I don't need the Celestial Packs right now. What is this? If the first discard of the round has only one card, destroy it and earn $3. Ooh, I quite like that, especially early. That is worth investing in. So if we take a look at our deck here, right? Let's say I throw away all my 2s and 3s. That makes getting pairs from the remaining cards even better and higher value. Yeah, this is a solid purchase right now. Okay. Let's move on here. I already did a blind. I already skipped a blind in the first round. I might take this for the holographic card. This might be worth doing. And the mark here, all face cards are drawn face down. This is nullified by the deck we're using. We don't have any face cards, so this is super easy, which makes me feel more confident in taking this holographic tag skip. All right, let's play the small blind and get some money. We want to discard something. If we discard a 5 by itself, we earn $3 and destroy it. We don't have a 5 to destroy, so I'm going to destroy this 2. That gives me 2 pair with the 9s. This is done. We don't have a 5 to discard, so I could take the 2 pair here. With the 9s and the aces, that's 40 plus 50 is 90 plus 20 is 110. So we get 220 out of this. It's not bad, but a full house would be so much better. I think we try to get the full house here. Should I hold on to the 10? I think we discard this to chase the full house. There's another pair. The 8 gives us some money. Or no, the 5 gave us some money. There's the full house. This is a very strong hand. Seems like full house might be what we're going after here. There's another full house. Full house might be our hand of choice. Seems very strong for the build right now. I should have thrown away that 5 for money, but whatever. Okay, so now that we have 40 bucks, clearance sale might be worth playing. We don't want to add cards to our hand. 3 of a kind, 12 malt. 2 chips for each $1 you have. Okay, more chip value is good. And if I get super parsimonious about spending money, if I build up a huge stock of money, this could become very powerful. We do have some money earning cards, so maybe this is a strong strategy. This is $6. I don't think we need... Oh, wait, if it contains 3 of a kind. So this works with my full hand strategy as well. Both of these are pretty solid. If I buy this, then I kind of go into the idea of, let's see, if I buy this, $10 to get 25% off, so that's $1 there, $1 there. This has long-term value and synergizes, because I will need to buy more stuff. So if I invest in these 3 now, that's kind of locks in my build. I'm going after full hands, full house hands, and I'm trying to avoid spending money wherever possible and earn as much money from these as I can. All right, let's do that. Okay, I don't have any multiplicative malt, but these guys give me chips, this gives me malt, and this is a utility card. All right. So I no longer super need this. It does become free and holographic, and this is easy to win. So maybe I take this anyway. Like, I could earn more money here to power up the bowl. But if this is the last skip that I do in this run, it's probably worth it to gain a holographic free Joker next shop. I am going to want to buy vouchers. But this by itself could be a winning build. 50 chips, more chips here. Here's the base malt. I will need a multiplicative malt at some point. This is a utility card that we eventually get rid of. Here's some more malt. I think I take one more skip here and then we play the rest of the run. All right, so we earn money for discarding 8s. I think discarding 4s, 3s, and 2s with this makes sense. We've got a full house already with the 5 and the aces. With the 5s and the aces. All right. We'll discard this for money. We'll play our full house. This shouldn't win the hand for me yet. Although it might. Let's think about this. This is 33, 43. So 83 times 4. 133 times 4. 187 times 4. 187 times 16. Yeah, this hand is enough to win, which means I want to earn money by discarding my 8s. So I have 2 discards. This full house should be a fire hand and win the run for me, or win the round. So let me do 2 discards to try to earn some money here. I don't have another 8. Let me play this. I think this wins by itself. Yeah, it does. Okay. All right, so we'll take our free Joker here. I don't need to spend on this. I don't need either of these. We don't have the Joker we're looking for here. Hierophant is valuable to me. Putting bonus chips on my low-value cards is very strong. It's only $2, so I will take this, and then we'll get into it. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that. We do still have this tag, so the next base edition shop Joker, we didn't get one there, but we could. The wall is going to be hard to beat, I think. But if we get a good Joker here, maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see. I might hang on to this until we get to the boss blind here. I'm not taking either of these skips. Actually, this is very powerful for me. doubling my money to 83 gives me, really powers up the bull. Yeah. I think I do need to take this. This is kind of perfect for me, for this build. All right. Let's play the big blind here. Okay. So we want to discard a 2. We also want to discard 4s. Let me start with this. That deletes that 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We do have a straight here with 4 hands to play this. This is a decent play for me. We still get 50 chips from this, 172 chips from this. We don't get the mult though. Now is not the time to use the Hierophant. We don't get the mult here because we don't have 3 of a kind. I'm also giving up this pair of 6s. And the likelihood of getting these pairs. But that's okay. We have a very small deck. I think this is the play. Yeah, that was worth it. I don't have a 4 to discard. I want another 6. And or another 3. So we'll do this. There are the aces, and that wins the round for me. Okay. Build is coming together. It's looking pretty good. Here's my free trigger, or my free joker. Retrigger all played face cards. So we don't have any face cards, so we don't get the benefit, but we do get the plus 10 mult, and it's free. So for now, we'll buy this. We probably have to replace this later, but for now, it's good. I don't want the diamond or the standard packs or the voucher. So we're gonna play the wall here. Okay, so we definitely need a full house. We want to do a discard. For every discarded 3, we earn $5. We don't have a 3 to work with, so we'll discard a... discarding a 4 is rough here. I could discard this 5 instead. It's a pretty low value card. Destroying it's fine. So I'm trying to destroy the lowest value cards, because those are the ones I'm most likely to discard or not try to play. So 2 is ideal, then 3, then 4, then 5. There's only one 4 left, but I could pull another 9 here. There's 3 5s left. All right, let me destroy this 5, and then we'll take a look at what we're gonna do next. So I want to pull an ace or a 9, or the remaining 4 here to get 3 of a kind. Although there's only the 1 left. What do we have? 28 cards. 1 in 28 is a pretty low chance. I have these 9s. Maybe I get rid of both of these because I'm not going to pull that other 4. Okay. So now I have my 3 of a kind here. Let me use the Hierophant on these aces. And play this. There we go. Okay. I could have thrown those 3s away. Or no, it was 9s I was looking to throw away. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. All right, we have to buy this. Polychrome. This is Polychrome and times 3 mult. If played hand contains 3 of a kind, we have to have this. This is 12 malt if we have 3 of a kind. I'd like to keep this for now to keep earning money to power up the bull, which is very strong for me right now. If I have 3 of a kind, I get 12 malt and I get these benefits. If I don't have 3 of a kind, I don't get this, but I would get the Polychrome. This is 10 malt no matter what. I think this is the safer card. If I don't have 3 of a kind, if I'm playing a straight, this helps me at least get more value out of it than this does. I'm not ready to sell any of these cards yet, except Zany Joker. It's strong right now, but it's not a good enough card to win the run. Whereas this is. So I think I get rid of this. I'll get rid of this later, I'll get rid of this later, I'll get rid of this later, but I need them right now to build. Whereas this I can sacrifice, I think. Because this is worth way more. I do need to start putting some... I would benefit from getting some Celestial cards for Full House here at some point. But spending, like, I want to spend as little money as possible because of the bull. I think I sell Zany Joker and take whatever this is. Yeah. I think that's the play. The trio. Okay. So from here on out, I should definitely be playing every single hand. What is this? The Tooth. Lose $1 per played card. All right, that's not great, but it's not unbeatable. All right, so first of all, discard for money and destroy, and then 9s discarded are worth something too. Let's start by destroying the 5. Let's discard all of this. We'll get money for the 9 here. Let's do that again. There's my Full House. So I believe this is a hand winner. 50 chips. Yeah, this is like 50, so 100, 334, 374, times 10, times 14. 14 times 3 is what? 42 times 1.5 is 63. That's going to be more than enough to win the hand. I don't have any more discards left to play with, so here we go. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay. I don't need 4 of a kind. I don't need this card. I should maybe invest in this to level up Full House. Full House is what we're playing like all the time. Straight flush, straight pair, 3 of a kind, Full House. All right, we want Earth cards this run. That's what we're looking for. All right, you're gonna let me destroy a 3. What are you? Discarded 6 gives money? Okay, let me destroy this 3. Then we got a pair, we got 2 pair here. We'd like another 10 or an 8. Let's discard these. That did get me some money as well. Now we got 3 pairs. There's another $5 for getting rid of this 6. Unfortunately, we did not pick up one of these 3 cards. So we'll do a high card play here. We'll burn one of our hands on a low chip value result to try and draw the full hand that wins us the blind. Yeah, it's not nothing, even high card. Okay, here's our Full House. That's a hand winner, or a round winner. Nice. Yeah, it's coming together. The build is coming together. Oh, Quinn, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. If you haven't already, you can strength some 10s to get face cards. No, I don't need to. It's a good point. I didn't think about it. But I don't need to with the way I've built my run so far. This is not helpful to me. This is not helpful to me. I need Earth cards, but there's so many hands. I don't know if I'm likely to get the one I want in here. The more money I have, the better the bull does. Full House is already pretty strong. I'm unlikely to get the thing I want in here. I don't think it's worth the $3. All right, lose $1 per played card. That's fine. We're not going to play a lot of cards. We should destroy the 2. Yep. And then we get money for discarding 7s. I've got a pair of 10s. This is a straight. Is this worth playing? I'd lose $5 and probably wouldn't beat the... Well, would I beat it? With this straight? We get 350 chips. And 10 malt. So 380 times 10 is 3,814. Add 7, 21. Yeah, this isn't enough to win the hand. This gets me a decent amount, but I've got 2 discards to play with. Let's see if I can pull the full house. There's 3 of a kind. There we go. There's a full house. This should win the hand for me. Yeah, 30,000 on a full house is pretty solid. Okay, so I don't need a free spectral pack or a reroll. All face cards are debuffed. We're getting really lucky with our boss blinds. This does nothing to me. This is nice-ish, but I don't need it. I have fantastic chips from the bull and mail-in rebate. Hand size, nice enough, but I don't need it again. I don't really think I need overstock either. Like, the build is almost done. I need a little bit more base malt, which I can get from selling this card. Or this card at some point. Or even this one, if I find something with like 20 malt on it or 30 malt on it. We're okay for now. Like, one full house gives me like 30 grand. And our blinds are 11, 16, 22. I don't need either of these. I don't know about this. Having one more card is pretty solid. How many more shops do we have? We just got into Ante 5, so we've got the whole second half of the game. This is probably worth the investment. Straight, hand size pair. I would like another Earth card, but again, I'm not likely to get it from this. All right, let's just start playing antes here. Or blinds, rather. Okay, so I can destroy a card. I'm not going to be discarding aces, so let's just destroy the 2 here. That's 4 of a kind. What is the multiplier on 4 of a kind? It's slightly less chips, but yeah, okay, we can play this. This is a hand winner here. I could discard 1 ace for $5 and then go after a full house to win instead. I have 2 discards left. But should I give up a guaranteed win for $5? Like, I don't know I'm going to pull a 9 or a 7 here. It's probably not worth $5 to risk it. Let's just take the win. Okay, tarot cards can be good. I don't need this money card. The 2x malt is nice, but again, I don't need it because I already have the trio. This is random cards. $2 for 2 tarot cards, that's not bad. Let's take that and see what we get. So the sun is useless to me. Magician's not terrible. I don't really like Lucky card, but it's not the end of the world, and I can put it on some of my stuff. That's fine. All right. So we got a full house right off the bat. Let's destroy our 3, and then discarded 4s earn me money, so we can do something with that. And then what do I want to do here? Probably put the lucky on the tens, I guess? No, probably better to put it on the eights. If I'm forced to play the eights, I might need the luck here. You have a really good start. Yeah, it played out pretty well here. Okay, let me take a look at my deck here. So I've gotten rid of all my twos. I have 2 3s, 3 4s, and 2 5s left. So there's still a place for trading card here. Death is very strong. This is trash. It's too late. It's too early in the run for this to be valuable. So I'll buy the death card for now. 5 4 3 and 2 I can transmute into something else. All right. Face cards are debuffed, does nothing to me. Let's see what we've got here. All right, so I can destroy the 3. 9 discards are good as well. Yeah, let's destroy the 3. I probably want to duplicate this ace with the death card. It gives me 2 aces, 2 8s to work with. 8s and 6s are equivalent in terms of draw likelihood. So let's... I don't have any 9s. Let's keep the lucky 8. Discard the rest of this. Look for the full house. There it is. I can discard this 9 for $5, so I will. There's our full house to win. It's getting up there. 45,000 for a full house. Not bad. All right, new ante. Holographic free Joker. Holographic free Joker, not that great. The needle we can deal with. Yeah, as long as we get our full house, that's not a 20,000 is not a problem. What is this voucher here? Playing cards can be purchased. I don't need that. Another free death is good. Yeah, let's grab this. What are you? Yeah, I don't need chips with the bull. 1 of 5 or 2 of 5. I would like another Earth. 5 cards is pretty good. Spending $10 here, not bad. I could get both. I could get it in both of them. All right, no Earth here. 3 of a kind, pair, flush, 4 of a kind. I'm more likely to play 4 of a kind than any of these other hands if I had it. So I'll take the Mars card. See if we can get an Earth in here. All right, there's the Earth that I wanted. And then of these remaining, 3 of a kind... Yeah, probably is the one I would play. Okay. So, I'm not going to discard any 10s. Let's destroy the 3. Let's turn this 4 into this bonus ace with our death card. And that gives me the full house to win. I guess I could discard these 10s and hope to pull 9, 8, or 6. It's 10 more dollars, which is another 20 chips here. I have a pretty good chance here. There's only 20 cards left. And I have 4 hands if I screw up. Yeah, all right. Let's discard these. There's the 8s. All right. Yeah, we're getting up there with this build right now. I'm liking it. It's looking good. All right. I don't need Space Joker. We have no face card, so Smiley Face does nothing. We're not playing straights. I don't need Arcana or standard pack cards right now. Deck's down to 29 cards. Pretty amazing. We have no 2s or 3s. 1 4, 2 5s. Yeah, it's going well. All right, next round. All right, so discarded 10s get me money. I guess we'll destroy the 5 here. That gives me 2 pair, 7, 6. I can throw this stuff away. Get a little bit of money. There's the full house to win. $58,000. Very nice. All right, the needle's next. Let's see what we get here. Magician, I don't think that's worth it. It's just not a good enough card. We don't have any face cards. Flushes and straights can be made with 4. That doesn't help me. I don't need the voucher or the Arcana pack. Let's take the Celestial, see if we can pull another Earth here. I cannot. So flush, 3 of a kind, straight. We'll take 3 of a kind. We'll go in and play the needle. All right. Discarding 7s gets me money. Let's destroy the 5. Where does that put my deck here? We have 1 4 left and 2 6s. Okay. Discard 7s. I get rid of this. It's... Oh, yeah, I only have 1 hand. Maybe I hold the 6s just in case here. I do need to get my hands on a full house here. Should I throw the ace? No, I have 5 aces. I'm very likely to pull an ace. I have 2 7s, 2 6s, and 2 10s. So this is okay. I get some money from this. There's 2 aces and 4 10s. All right. So I think full house is worth more to me than 4 of a kind. It sort of doesn't matter. It's definitely going to be 20,000. There we go. Well done. Well done, me. All right, what is this? All cards are considered face cards. What does that mean? They're all worth $10 or 10 points, or this is just for interaction with other jokers, maybe. Director's Cut can be good. I don't need Saturn or Mercury. What are we looking at here? Playing a full house sets money to 0. Oh, yeah, I have to re-roll that. I mean, I guess I could fish 3 or 4 of a kinds. 3 or 4 of a kinds works. I don't know what this could turn into if I re-roll it re-roll it though. I can't afford to lose my money. A huge amount of my chip value in each play comes from the bull. So losing $270 is not acceptable. So the question is, do I try and beat this with 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind? Or do I re-roll this? 4 of a kind is 90 times 10. 3 of a kind is 70 times 7. I can get away with 3 of a kind, I think. And 4 of a kind does proc this. Oh, here's where this card would be interesting, right? So if all cards are considered face cards, then all of a sudden every card is re-triggered. It's not good enough to replace anything here. Maybe mail-in rebate is ready to go soon. Trading card's getting pretty close to ready to go. This makes this better, I guess, but not that much better. Retriggering cards doesn't do a lot for me because I don't have that many enhanced cards. Like, retriggering the aces would be good, but retriggering any of the rest of this is sort of worthless to me. I think I'm going to try to get away with beating this guy without playing a full house. I'll have 4 hands to do it. I think I can make that work. What are my skips here? Free packs, common jokers. I don't need any of that. So I have 2 blinds to do some work. All right. Discarded 7s get me money. I should destroy the 4. I don't super need this, but I have the full house, so I can discard one of them. Yeah, we're okay. What else do we get here? Flush chips, malt per tarot, malt for each Joker card. That, I think, is better than this. Yeah. So I'm getting 10 malt from this. I would get 15 from this. And I'm not going to get the retrigger played face cards thing to happen. So this is objectively the better card. Arcana would be fine for something like a Death card or a Hangman, but most of the Arcana cards I don't need for this build. What do we have left? Okay, we've gotten rid of all the 5s, 4s, 3s, and 2s. So I want to be eliminating 6s and 7s next, I guess, with Trading Card. Or it might be time to get rid of Trading Card. I could do a little bit more work with it. What do we have? 1, 2, then 3, 4. 4 uses? If I could get rid of all my 6s, that would be good. Or like 2 6s and 2 7s, I guess. Do I want to keep this or replace it? Well, neither of these is that good. So I'll keep it for now. This is starting to become unnecessary as well. Neither of these is particularly good. I don't want to spend on a reroll right now. I don't think I need an Arcana pack. Let's just play the next blind. So I could delete this 7. I already have the full house I need to win. What else do we have? Discarding 10s gets me money. I have 3 of a kind there. So discard this, destroy the 7. Because we're up to 6s and 7s now, right? Yeah, okay. I could discard my 10s and go after an 8 or an ace here. Got 2 discards and 4 hands to play with. There we go. $85 grand, not bad. All right, chips for a pair is not helpful. This is too late to use. I don't need that. All right, we cannot play full house on the next blind, so we need 3 of a kinds. It shouldn't be that hard to get. I think we just play this boss here. So there's 4 of a kind right there. I can destroy the 7. For discarded aces, I get $5. That could be worth doing here, because I have the 3 of a kind. What is this going to earn me? Let's think about it. So 70 plus 27, call it 30. So 100. 150. This is worth 636 chips. So 700, roughly 800 chips. 15 malt. So 15 plus 7 is 22. Times 3 is 66. Times 1.5 is 100. So what did I say? 800 times 100? 80,000? This triple should be enough to win, and I would have 3 more hands to mess around with. Yeah, all right, let's do it. How crazy is that to discard 4 of a kind, right? I can do it again. All right, this definitely wins. 98,000. Pretty nice. Okay. I don't need a random Joker. plus 20 mult, minus 4 mult per round played. So if I skip both and go directly to this... Oh, I'm going to have to sell a joker. Okay. This would be worth 20 malt. So I could... And this is going to be reduced down to 12 when I sell a joker. So I might want to get rid of this for this and skip straight to the boss. That's a play that we could make. This is nothing to me. Is that the play? Go straight to the boss right now? I would get this Mega Arcana pack immediately, and then we go here. I need 100,000. I have to sell a joker. So obviously I'm selling mail-in rebate. That would mean we're done with trading card. So I could sell this and take popcorn and go straight to the boss. I think that's the play. Because then we sell mail-in rebate, and then we use these 4 to win. All right. Let's see what we do with this. I don't think I use Justice or Wheel of Fortune here. I don't use Tower. Death is good. The Fool gets me another death. What do I do here? 6s and 7s. Looks like I take the 7 and turn it into an ace, I guess. With Death. And then I take the Fool to get another Death card to use in the fight here. All right, Verdant Leaf, here we go. To win the run. Sell mail-in rebate. Right off the bat, we already have a winning hand, I think. Well, maybe not a winning hand. Yeah, probably a winning hand. So 10, 9, 8. I have 3 10s, 2 9s, 2 8s, so one of these should be converted. I guess this one. Gives me my 4 aces here. So this is 70, 90 times 10 versus 90 times 8. I guess the 4 of a kind is the better play. All right, this should win. Yep, there we go. That's my biggest hand ever, I think. You get what you get. Win a run without re-rolling the shop. Interesting. Okay. So a pretty good run there. 173,000 for my best hand. Still not getting up into the millions, but there's a ways to go. Obviously, we played tons of full houses. Let's see what we unlocked. Nothing new. All right. Well, that was a pretty short run. That one went pretty well. 45 minutes to beat the abandoned deck. Our next deck is the checkered deck. Start a run with 26 spades and 26 hearts in the deck. That's interesting. So a flush strategy seems obvious with that. Just convert all your hearts to spades or get rid of them and then just chase flushes and get cards, get jokers that benefit that. I love how sometimes these things can be moved around. It's kind of interesting. I think I will call the stream there. It was a short one. But we got our win, right? We're doing pretty well. We've beaten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've beaten 9 decks on the basic difficulty. Which means we have 6 more to go before we move up from white stakes to red stakes. What are the challenges here? Start new challenge, 5 of 20 unlocked. The omelet. Okay, these are kind of interesting. So after we beat all the base decks, I might do 1 or 2 of these challenge runs. Rules, restrictions, deck. Interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on in the challenge runs here. Okay. Well, like I said, that's going to be it for this stream for today. Pila and O'Quinn, thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed the run. We'll be back tomorrow with more Balatro. I might be back. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be back later today with some XCOM 2. If you're familiar with that game, I've started a campaign there. It's an incredible game, a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to playing it on stream. If you're interested in having one of my soldiers named after you, stop by the stream. let me know. We can customize it, give it a name and a nickname, and we'll play through and see if they survive to the end. But that is going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.